Good afternoon. Just wanted to jump on really quickly and remind you all. Let me adjust my phone. Good afternoon. I just wanted to remind you that this coming Sunday, I believe it's Sunday the 21st, Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m., we will be right here. We will be on IG Live. We will be doing speed dating on IG Live right here, Better Love Movement, my platform. I want you to come dressed to impress, looking your best, okay? Somebody done put a request. Richard D. Henry, you done put a request to be in the video. I've been on here for precisely 59 seconds. So my apologies. I can't do it today. But we are doing speed dating on Sunday. Okay? Save all that energy for Sunday. That's when we will be doing speed dating, okay? Join me here on Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I just want to jump on and remind you that that's what we're doing, okay? And then I came on here to give you a brief word because some of y'all are messing up your own relationship. Some of y'all are messing up your own dating situation with your assumptions, okay? Instead of asking questions, because that's how that's supposed to go, you are coming in hot with your assumptions. So this is your little 5-minute relationship tip of the day. Stop assuming. Okay? Stop assuming. Here's what you don't realize when you assume. All right? And some of y'all, you think you know. Okay? You see something and you think you know what it is. And you come in telling people what it is. You come in saying this is what it is. And you know what's even worse? You telling people what they thought and how they feeling. Like, stop that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop telling people what they're thinking. Stop telling people what they're feeling. You want to piss somebody off? You want to prick somebody's ego? Do that. Come into a situation and tell someone what they think and how they feel. Oh, see, this is why you did this. This is what you were thinking. Oh, now this is how you were feeling. This is what you meant by that. This is what, see, no, don't do that. Don't do that. This is your 5-minute relationship tip, okay? Ask questions. So I noticed that you still have the dating app on your phone. I'm just curious as to why that is. Like, see, that's it. You've been dating someone for 6 months. You've agreed to be exclusive and committed. And you just happen to see that the dating app is still on that person's phone. Now, instead of you coming in hot, this is what coming in hot look like. Oh, so now now you still using the dating app. You still talking to women through the dating app. You want to explore your options. You don't like what you and I have. You doing this. You feeling that. You thinking this. You thinking that. Like, how do you think that's going to be received? How do you think you're going to be greeted coming in like that? Not well. I can assure you, not well. Probably defensively. Instead, you're going to ask questions. Ask questions. So, I just noticed that you still have Tinder. You still have Hinge. You still have Bumble. You still have Match. You still have the dating app on your phone. I'm just curious as to why. Why is that? See? You're going to get a much better response when you ask questions. Stop assuming. Okay? And y'all know the gender that's famous for this. But you know what? Men do it too. Men do it too. I'm not even going to blame it. It's 80%, 85% of the time it's a woman. But men do it too. Y'all are good for the assuming too. Stop assuming. Ask questions. And you know what? Here's the thing I'm going to tell you. When you assume, when you come in with a bunch of assumptions, can I be real? A lot of the reason why you're doing that is because you're triggered. Your wounds are being triggered. Your insecurities are being triggered. Like, that's what's happening. So that's the part that's your work. You have to do that work to say, okay, I saw his phone, I saw her phone up, and I saw the app on there, and yes, you're triggered, right? What's going on? Is he or she still talking to people through the app? And what's going on, right? You're triggered. Your insecurities are triggered. Your wounds are triggered. Your abandonment is triggered. Your cheating wound is triggered. You're triggered. Ask questions. And you know what? I'll even accept if you admit that you're triggered, right? I love that. Admit to me, I saw a dating app on your phone and I got a little triggered. Like, I'll even accept that. I even think that's a good way to start that conversation. I saw the dating app, I got a little triggered, and I have a question for you. I'm just curious why you still have the dating app on your phone. I thought we had agreed that we were going to date each other exclusively. I thought we were in an exclusive and committed relationship. So I don't know. I'm just, I'm feeling a little anxious about that. I'm just wondering why you still have the dating app on your phone. And then you wait. That's it. You wait for that person to explain to you what that's about. That's it. But please stop assuming. That is getting you all into so many, problems. Okay, Richard D. Henry, I see your request again. I cannot have you on the live because I only got about 8 minutes. So save it for Sunday. Y'all save it for Sunday now. Save it for the speed dating. Okay, because y'all just want to get on here. Save it for Sunday. But please stop assuming. Ask questions. Get curious. Get curious about what's going on. So number one, get curious about the trigger. Get curious about what's going on inside of you. So when I see the person I've been dating for 6 months and we're in an exclusive and committed relationship, when I see a dating app on his phone, on her phone, I feel. Get curious. Go inside of you. And then after you get curious about you, get curious about them. So what's that about? Why do you still have the dating app on your phone? See, that conversation's going to go a whole lot better if you just get curious. Stop assuming. Stop with the assumptions. That's never going to end well because that person's going to get defensive. So let me tell y'all how that conversation is going to go. You going to come in hot with your triggers, right? And you're going to feel away. And then that person's going to get defensive. And they're going to be like, well, so now you're looking at my phone? Now you're looking at my phone? And then that defensiveness has really got you triggered. Oh, so now you got something to hide? Now you doing something? Okay, I see. Here we go. Back and forth. Here we go. And we are off to the races. And you know what, y'all? Let me say this. So most of the breakups that people have had, and they told me about it, that's how it went. It started with assumptions. It started with somebody telling somebody what they think, how they feel. They came in hot. They made a bunch of assumptions. The other person got defensive. Then it triggered them. And here we go. And well, but you know what? I don't even want to do this. I don't even want to do this. Clearly, you want to see other people. Clearly, I'm not good enough. Clearly, you don't want to just be with me. See, and here we go. And there we go. I ask questions. I do. I ask point blank period questions. So can I ask you a question? Do you have it in you to be in an exclusive relationship right now? Do you have the capacity? Is this something you want to do? Are you interested in just seeing me? Are you interested in, I just ask questions. Now, can I be real? Sometimes asking those questions, they do lead to breakups because I may get an answer that I'm like, okay, I've got to accept that's a real answer. No, I don't. I don't want to be exclusive or committed. I don't have the capacity to do this. Okay. And then I take that information and I do with it, what needs to be done. So sometimes when you ask questions, that can lead to the end of your situation. Because if people are being honest, right? We want to take that information and we want to do with it what needs to be done. Okay? But at least that was a healthy conversation. And sometimes we ask questions that we do fear the answer to. I think that's a lot of reason why we don't ask questions, because we fear what the answer is going to be. But that is a healthy and effective form of communicating. Ask questions. You don't assume. You don't, someone doesn't call when they say they're going to call. If they don't text when they say they're going to text. if they don't show up for you in a real way, you know, if there's a lack of communication, if you haven't seen each other in a while, ask questions. You know, here's how I'm feeling. I'd love to know what you're feeling, what you're thinking. I'd love to know what's going on here. I'd love more clarity. See, these are all excellent ways to communicate what's going on inside of you. And we need to do this more. Here's what I want each and every one of you to understand. The health of a relationship is directly dependent on each person's relationship skills. Okay? So remember what I said, the 2-part formula. The first part is choosing the best fit person for you. Because a lot of y'all mess that part up. You choose someone that you don't have no business being with. You choose someone who does not want to commit. You choose someone who cannot be faithful. You choose someone who, you know, is just out here doing whatever, whenever, however. You choose someone that cannot communicate. You choose someone that doesn't know how to manage conflict. You choose someone who's wounded and is not working on it. You choose someone who's not willing to grow, right? And even if your relationship skills are good, just based on the person you chose, that relationship's only going to go so far because of who you chose. You choose someone who's incompatible. You choose someone who don't want kids, and you do. You choose someone who don't want to get married, and you do. See, so the first part is you have to choose well. You have to choose someone that you can have a healthy relationship with. And can I be frank? The ladies mess up the most on this one. That's the choosing well. The ladies suck at that. We suck at that. We choose men that we ain't got no business being in no relationship with them. We choose men that cannot show up for us. We choose men that are incompatible. I mean, we know how to pick them, don't we? Myself included. I'm not picking on y'all, myself included. I'm still working that part out, choosing better. Then the second part of the formula is, so you choose well. The second part is you do well. And that's where I come in. I teach you the skills. I teach you the tools. I teach you how to communicate effectively. I teach you how to resolve conflict. I teach you how to have healthy relationship skills. Because that's a part of the formula too. And that's the part that men suck at. See, men suck at that part. They don't have very poor emotional intelligence, no attunement, no presence of mind. Okay, no asking questions of the woman, no interest in her for real, no conflict resolution skills, no healthy communication. I mean, the men, I'm sorry guys, I have to do it to you, but we suck at choosing, y'all suck at doing. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all have had some amazing women show up in your life. You've had some phenomenal women show up in your life that you don't have a clue what to do with. You don't have a clue how to keep her. And y'all think y'all doing something because you got her. Oh, I got her. If you can't keep her, that's called so what? So, you can have the baddest woman out there. But if you can't maintain that for any period of time, so what? You're not doing nothing. And I've had many a man tell, oh, and I've had this woman, and I've had that, and where is she now? If you cannot maintain that woman, you're not impressing me. If that woman is not happily married to you, and how about this? Let's go here. If that woman ain't the biggest mouthpiece you have about how good you are, how romantic you are, how stable you are, or whatever it is you're doing that's great, if she not the biggest mouthpiece you have, that's called so what? You're not impressing me. That woman should be shouting from the rooftops how amazing a husband or a boyfriend you are. But if you can't maintain your relationship for 3 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, so what? Because that's a lot of men. Y'all pick phenomenal women. Y'all get some great women, but you do not have the skills to maintain them. You do not have the skills to maintain a healthy relationship that a woman can actually thrive in. So, like I said, I done already talked about the ladies. We suck at choosing. We choose losers. We choose men that we ain't got no business in being in no relationship with. We choose men that we take care of, that we have to mommy. We choose sons, okay, with our masculine selves, that we doing everything. The man ain't got to lift a finger. We choose him. And that's what tripped me out when women come to me, and look, complain about their man, and then I have to shut them down and go, so ain't this who you chose to be with? Like, you don't think that's a reflection on your choice? You don't think that's a reflection on your very bad choice that you made? You sitting here dogging him out, and the first thing I'm thinking is, your fool tail chose him. You with him. So trust me, we got our side too, and it's the choosing. We suck at choosing. We have to get better with who we choose. Most of us will do our best in our relationship. Most good women, we will go to seminars, we will read books, we will be on these IG lives, we will get coaching from Anita, we'll go to counseling, we will do it all. We want our relationship good and healthy and feeling good, and we want it all. I got women right now, their relationship, their marriage should have been over. Based on my standard of how things are going, their relationship should have been over. They still coming into therapy. They still bringing their man to coaching. Women will do whatever they need to do. But here's the thing, ladies, you cannot outdo who you chose. Like, he's still him. So all these books, all these seminars, all this counseling, all this coaching, look at who you chose. What you gonna do about that? See, that's the part y'all don't want to hear. But fellas, like I said, everybody know, if you've been on my platform for any period of time, I'm an equal opportunity. I'm gonna roast you. And fellas, y'all suck in the relationship. You do. You do. If it's not your indifference, if it's not your taking your woman for granted, if it's not your feminine energy, if it's not your 50-50, I don't want to do this, and I don't want to acknowledge that. I don't want to step up. I don't want to change or grow. I don't want to try something new. Like I said, y'all can't deny that. Your relationship skills are not good. And as a gender, men do not buy books. Men do not go to workshops about relationships. Men don't do relationship work, period. They will spend thousands of dollars learning how to invest, learning how to code, learning about real estate, learning how to make money. Oh, they'll spend thousands of dollars on courses about all of that. Playing video games, buying video systems, buying tennis shoes. This is where men's money, their car, this is where men's money goes. Ask them to spend $200, or what do I charge? I charge $125 an hour for a couple session. Oh my God, you would think you would ask this man for an arm. Babe, we need to go into a couple session. We need to talk about this issue we having. We need to address this. We need to make up $125. Oh my God, you would think I asked him for an arm. And fellas, if you being honest, and if you're a mature man, you know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth. I see y'all quiet. I ain't had a comment one. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth. You all do not invest in your personal development just as a person, as a man. How do I become a better man? Okay? Not making a dime. I'm not talking about that. How do I become a better person? How do I become more emotionally intelligent? How do I become a better father? How do I become a better son? How do I become a better boyfriend or a better husband? Y'all winging it. Y'all winging it. And then a lot of men that come to me finally, and why do they come? The wife left, the girlfriend left, the marriage is over, they've been cheated on. And I am not condoning cheating. Y'all know that. I don't care who's doing the cheating. If the woman or the man is doing the cheating, there is no excuse for cheating. None. But that's when y'all show up on my couch. You done had a breakup. You done had something, somebody died, and now you having all these epiphanies. When your feet hits the fire, that's when y'all show up. That's when y'all show up. When your feet are about to hit that fire. Okay? Not when the woman's been there for 10 years telling you something needs to change. We need to do something. We need to go and talk to someone. We need to work on this. No. You're not hearing it. It's when you get them divorce papers. It's when you standing in front of that judge. It's when that U-Haul is backing up to the house and taking all her stuff out. That's when I kid y'all not, if I had $1 for every email, voicemail, text that I get in the middle of the night, y'all, I wake up in the morning and I check my work email, time stamped 12:02 a.m., 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, come on, y'all. Who do that? It's a man whose marriage done hit the rocks. That's who do it. It's a man whose woman done served him divorce papers. It's a man whose girlfriend done gone about her business. That's who. And look, I look at my business phone, texts in the middle of the night, voicemails in the middle of the night. Yeah, I need an emergency session. Can I come in today? And I just be like, I do. And how about this? Part of me, the compassionate, tender part of me, I do feel bad. I do. But I'm going to keep it real. There's that other part of me that's like, why'd it have to come to this? Why did it have to come to this for you to finally realize what's going on with your relationship? Why? Why'd it have to come to this? So I digress. But we all need to do better. Whose side am I on? All of us. We all need to do better. We all need to heal. And we all need to learn the relationship skills, because a lot of us, we're going to have breakups. We're going to have divorces. And guess what? You're going to get right back out there. You're going to start dating someone else. And you know what? You're going to repeat the cycle all over again. All over again. You're going to be right back where you started in 6 months, 9 months, a year. Here we go. Oh, this didn't work out. Oh, y'all, ain't you tired? I'm tired. I'm tired of listening to it. I know you got to be tired. I'm tired of putting myself through it. I'm tired of listening to it. Like, please stop the merry-go-round. Stop, sit down. Do not jump back on the merry-go-round. Go in somebody's office, sit on somebody's couch, learn about yourself, be a better you, get some emotional intelligence, process your trauma, process your wounds, figure yourself out. That's what you need to do. Okay? That's what you need to do. And y'all, I'm doing shadow work again. I'm tired. I'm tired, y'all. I'm not sleeping at night because I'm doing the shadow work again. Like, this thing never ends. It never ends. And you know what? This stuff comes up and God speaks to me. He's like, yeah, what did you think? What did you think was going to happen? You still breathing? Oh, you still got some work to do, Anita. He humbled me real quick. You still have some work to do. What did you think was going to happen? You probably going to be on your deathbed doing some shadow work. Like, what do you think is going to happen? As long as you breathing, you have work to do. You need to grow. You need to do some things differently. You need to be better. And that's all of us. That's all of us. Do the work. Most of the work has to be on the individual. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I had a comment way back. Let me go back, y'all. Lord. Okay, I'm going way back. Okay. Courtney said, I keep telling my friends this. She wants to stop talking to a guy because he has old pics of his ex on his Facebook. I told her to bring it up. That's it. Ask questions. Ask questions. So I'm just curious. I noticed you had pictures of your ex on your Facebook. I'm just curious as to why they're there. Here's how I feel about it. What do you think? See? Like, that's it. That's it. Can we all agree that that's all that need to happen? I ask questions to get to know men, and some act like I'm interrogating them. Wrong men. Wrong men. That's a problem. That's weird to me. I can't ask you no question. Yeah, you wrong. You the wrong man. You wrong. The truth is a kicker. Yep. Ask questions. That's right. That's right. Yes, relationship skills. Choose the one that best fits you. Yes, that's the first thing. And like I said, that's where the women, we suck at that. I think posturing when a woman asks a question sometimes makes men defensive. As a being with lived trauma relationship experience, it can make a man defensive sometimes or practice a pause. It could. But that's his work to do. Because if I'm just asking questions and you're getting defensive, so I got a tool for that. You ready? You ask a man a question. Now watch your tone, ladies, because y'all know what I'm talking about. Watch your tone, how you asking, okay? Ask with a curious tone, not an accusatory tone. That's different. But if you ask a question and you feel a lot of like defensive energy, aggressive energy, I would say, how can I ask this question? How can I put it in a different way so as not to make you defensive? Like I actually address you're being defensive. So how could I ask this question in a way that wouldn't make you defensive? That wouldn't, kind of trigger your defensiveness. Maybe I asked in a way that, maybe I can ask differently. So I address the defensiveness immediately. If a man comes back defensive, I address it. Okay? Yeah, she said you going in on us today. All y'all, myself included. I'm talking to me. Okay, so most of the work has to be done on the individual. I agree. Delete Facebook altogether, out of sight, out of mind. I wish I could, y'all. I wish I could delete my personal Facebook. But first of all, I had Facebook since 2007. Okay. So that's what a lot of people don't know. I've had Facebook since 2007, like when it first began. So I've had it forever. And then I've now attached both of my business pages came out of that personal page. So every time I contact Facebook and I say, hey, I want to get rid of this, well, you're going to have to get rid of your business pages. You'd have to start them all over. And y'all, it's just too much content on there. It's just too much going on. And the meta suite and all that, I'm like, well, whatever. I don't go there. I don't go on Facebook. It's very rare. I do have a clinician's referral group on there. So every now and again, I'll go on for that. But I don't do that. I don't do social media personally. Okay, every pic on your Facebook timeline. Yeah, yeah, but you can get rid of, it is possible though, to get rid of, like you can go and delete albums that have pictures in it. Okay, but we got to learn relationship skills. Okay, this is one of my, my little 5-minute quickies. Stop assuming. I want you to get curious. Stop coming to people with your assumptions. Stop coming in hot. Stop telling people what they think and how they feel. Stop telling people what their intention was. And guess what? Sometimes the first thing I say is, I know it wasn't your intention. However, that's the first thing I say. If a person hurts my feelings, if a person says something, does something, they have a behavior, the first thing I say is, I know it's not your intention to, and then I say hurt me or annoy me or whatever. However, this is really hurtful. This behavior is offensive. This behavior hurts my feelings. What do you think about that? Like I will even preface with, I know it's not your intention. And that is what we call assuming positive regard. We're assuming, so here's the only time you can assume. The only time you can't assume is when it's good. So, I assume that you meant to do this wonderful thing. I assume that it wasn't your intention to hurt me. I assume that you were going to bring home flowers or candy or whatever sweet gift. Like I can assume something good, but I don't assume anything bad. I don't assume anything negative or hurtful. So give people positive regard. Assume that their intention was good. Okay. And until you find out otherwise, assume their intention was good. Okay. But we got to stop assuming. Also had Facebook since 2007. It's okay for keeping contact with people, but this bragging how good our life is and how perfect everything is drives me insane. Yeah, I don't go on it. I don't have time. It's a complete waste of time. Complete waste of time. And I tell people all the time, like, lay low on some of this social media stuff. I was watching a video the other day where it was one of those guy podcast shows, and they were asking all the girls at the table, would you give up Facebook for a marriageable man? Would you give up Facebook for your ideal man that wanted to marry you and this and that? And one of the girls was like, oh, would you give up Instagram? In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Like I said, I already don't have personal Instagram. I would give it up in a heartbeat. I sure would. I would give up Facebook in a heartbeat. I would give up Instagram. I don't have any other. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on any other form of social media. TikTok is the devil. So, without question. Because keep in mind, I come from a generation where, human interaction was valued. I value human interaction. I value face-to-face conversations. I value talking on the phone. I value being in the company of people. So I'm not that impressed. I'm not impressed with the metaverse. That don't impress me. That don't do anything for me. I'd rather spend time with people. I hate saying in real life, because to me all of it is, but you know what I mean. I gave up Facebook because it was personal and too much past from '07. Good for you. Yeah, TikTok is the devil. Like, y'all need to leave that alone. I don't know why y'all. And then look, I have clients that come in, and look, one of my clients, she came in for a TikTok addiction. And you know what? She probably not wrong, but I don't have any specialized training in that. So I was like, sure, we can talk about it and we can set up boundaries and all of that, but that's not in the DSM-5, sweetheart. I don't have no clinical skills for TikTok addiction. But I kid y'all not, she will open it and for hours and hours watching these dumb videos. I don't have that kind of time. Can I keep it real? I don't have that kind of time. I'm out here trying to build something. I'm out here trying to create things. I'm out here trying to build my legacy. Like, I don't have time to give to TikTok people. I just don't. I don't, y'all. I can't do it. Please don't give up your Instagram. You're awesome. I would not give up my business Instagram. Now, this is what I do. So that's a tough one. I've even had people ask me that. So, Anita, if your husband came along and he wanted you to quit doing this, would you do it? And y'all, I don't know. I have to pause on that one, because this is what I do. Like, this is what I do. And I truly believe the person for you, they make you more of who you are, not less. They never want you to not be you. They never want you to not do what you're purposed to do. And this is a part of my purpose. This is a big part of my purpose. So that's a tough one. Like, Jesus would have to come down. Jesus would have to come down. And he's have to say, Anita, this your husband, and I'm giving you permission to stop doing what you're doing. Like, it's okay. I got a different purpose. Like, if Jesus came down and he told me that I had another purpose in this life, then I would do it, y'all. I have to go. I have to go. I have one farewell IG live, but I have to go. This is my husband, and God has given us a new assignment. I'm out. I'm just telling y'all. I ain't even pulling no punches. So, hi, Alta. But yeah, I gotta go. So that's just what it is. But Jesus himself would have to do that. Like, I would have to hear from God, and he say, look, I got an assignment for you and your kingdom husband. You need to lay that down. It's done. It's done. Not a thought in my head, and I will never look back. I'll be like, oh, well, y'all be good. Do you do virtual sessions or in person? If you are here in Virginia, so I am licensed in Virginia. If you're here in Virginia, I do in person. Everywhere else, I do virtually, and that's for coaching. Okay, coaching. Thank you so much, Alta, for buying a badge. Thank you. Okay, but if you're here in Virginia, if you're anywhere near Richmond, I sure do. I sure do. Unless you want to fly me out to where you are, that would be great too. Look, I had a gentleman from New York. He was like, yeah, well, I'd be willing to pay your travel expenses to come up here and, do some coaching with me and my wife. I was like, you ain't saying nothing but a thing. I told him, you ain't saying nothing but a thing. What you want to do? How you want to do it? Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to travel. Y'all don't know. I love traveling. I love going places. And if he was going to foot the bill, I sure was going to go. I sure was going to go. I said, hey, okay, so let me give you the itinerary. I'll send that over to you. We get it set up. We can do a weekend intensive. And look, I said, you got other couples? Maybe we can do a little group session. We can do a little Saturday, Sunday group session. I come up to New York Friday, leave on Monday, do a little Saturday, Sunday intensive. I got a marriage workshop. I sure did. I said, bro, you ain't saying nothing but a thing. I put that little workshop on up in New York. You pay my travel expenses. I get a day, before and after to just see the city. You ain't said nothing but a thing. So I sure did. Okay, she lives in Alexandria. So unless you want to drive here, but we could do virtual. We can always do virtual. Okay. All right. I got to get going. I got to head to the post office before it closes and take my daughter's packages. Please join me on Sunday, May 21st. We are out of Mercury retrograde, y'all. Mercury retrograde ended yesterday. Now we will see some residuals. We will see some residual, people coming back, miscommunication, misunderstanding. We'll see some residuals over this next week. So please be mindful of how you communicate, when you communicate. Timing is everything. Be patient. Okay, listen. Put your listening ears on. Stop assuming. That's what we just talked about. All right? Because we still gonna have a little residual from this. But we're coming out of Taurus season, and we heading into Gemini season, y'all. Oh, Lord. And let me tell y'all this. I can't mess with no Geminis. No, it's too much. Too much duality. I just don't know who I'm getting from day to day. I can't do it. I can't do it, y'all. So, I got some cool Gemini friends, but I can't do no Gemini men. I can't do it. So, God bless y'all. All right, I got to get going. Thank you so much for joining me on this live. I am actually going to save it to my regular platform, not just for my subscribers, because I talked about our speed dating on Sunday. So I want people to, look into this. Okay. Look into the speed dating on Sunday, May 21st. 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us. Fellas, we need y'all to show up and show out. Okay? Join us. I will see you then. But I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live the rest of these days just to keep reminding you all and to give you these 5-minute relationship skill lessons. All right? And I went way over 5 minutes. So the one tomorrow, I'm going to keep it short. But I will see you then. Have a wonderful day. And as always, stay open to love.